Well, welcome back. The long wait for the NFL draft is almost over. The first round starts tonight from Green Bay. The Hawks will have the 18th overall pick, then 2 picks in the second round and 2 more picks in the third round. They'll have another 5 picks in the later rounds. So they got a lot going on. The offensive line stands out, though, as a major need. But could John Schneider go in a different direction? We've seen that happen before. Sports director Aaron Levine sits down with the former Seahawk wide receiver Bryan Walters to discuss this.
Well, Bryan, it's all about pick number 18 tonight for the Seahawks. What do you think they do with that pick?
Yeah, well, I'm going to start as a wide receiver. I want to see a wide receiver picked. I think that would really solidify the wide receiver room. And you got a guy like Matthew Golden. If he's still available at 18, which the chances are it's going to be close.
Yeah.
You might see him get swooped up maybe at 16 or 15, but he runs a 4.29, and he kind of fills that role that DK. The void that DK left. You know, he's not as big as DK. He's a smaller guy, but he's 3-level receiver. He can throw screens to him. He's a good route runner, fantastic route runner, much better route runner than DK was, and much better hands than DK. But that 4.29 speed is very exciting, and I think to be able to develop under Cooper Kupp and JSN for a year or so before you really start getting into it, that would be a huge pick for the Seahawks.
Well, you last night on Washington Sports Wrap talked about 3 guys. One of them was a wide receiver, another was a tight end, and the third one was a cornerback. There's so much talk about the Seahawks need for an offensive lineman. So if they don't go O-line with this pick, do you think it's the end of the world?
No, I don't. I hope they don't go O-line with this pick. I think the offensive line, they've really invested a lot of draft capital in the offensive line throughout the last few drafts. Yeah. And those guys are there. They can develop. And I think with Kubiak and the system, he's going to put them in the right spots to succeed. You have some talented guys. I still think Christian Haynes is very talented. He can get the job done. He had some really good games. So I want to see him go. I want to see him address the corner position as well. If Matthew Golden not there, how about Will Johnson out of Michigan? I think that would be a really good, he kind of fits that long frame, the 6'2", to be that third corner with Devin Witherspoon and Reek Willen. I think that would be pretty cool. And also you go to the tight end position as well. Another Michigan guy I have in sights there, because Tyler Warren out of Penn State won't be there for that. Okay, well, listen, the Hawks used 7 draft picks on offensive linemen the last few years. How about this draft in general? The Hawks with 10 total picks, but 5 picks in the first 3 rounds today and tomorrow. What do you want to see from them the next couple of days? Yeah, I think they're definitely going to pick some offensive linemen. Yeah. I think that's just something every team has to do. You have to solidify. You have to bring competition in. And so I think with maybe one of those picks in the second round, you'll see an interior offensive lineman, whether it be guard or center, and then another one in the third round. I think you'll see another interior lineman, because that's where I think this draft is really heading. Is you can find some quality starters in the second or third round and don't have to waste on that 18th pick when you can kind of get a playmaker. So I see them definitely addressing the offensive line a little bit, but not as early as some people would have liked. Number 18 tonight, number 50, 52, 82, and 92 tomorrow. At least that's how it looks right now. Who knows what it's going to look like when it's all said and done. We will be live at the facility all afternoon and at Washington Sports Wrap live as well, 7:30 later tonight.
All right, like Aaron just said, we'll have the Ian Furness Show streaming on our Fox local app from 1 to 3 this afternoon. And he's going to be joined by former Seahawk and first-round pick Earl Thomas. That's followed by a live report from the team facility on Fox 13 News at 4, 5, and 6. And we'll also have a live draft show on Washington Sports Wrap. That's at 7:30 tonight. And then, hey, we'll do it all over again. Same schedule tomorrow, starting at 1 o'clock on the Fox local app. Make sure to tune in.